Hello students, this is Professor Kumbar sir. Today we are going to discuss about the second part of that theoretical and practical topic, that is study of fungicides formulations. In previous video we discussed about the what are the different formulations of fungicides, and in that second part of that video we discuss about the adjuvants. What is meant by adjuvants, what are the different types of adjuvants, its role and the example of that adjuvants in detail. So let us see what is meant by adjuvants. So as we discussed in previous, during the formulations of fungicides or during the preparation of fungicides, we add a certain substances like wetting agents, dispersing agent, spreaders, stickers, then emulsifying concentrate or emulsifying agent. When such a material is added, so the efficiency of such a fungicide is increases. Then the different physical or chemical characteristics of that fungicide is also increases, so that when such a product is used to increase the efficiency of that such a fungicides, then it is called as an adjuvant. So what are the different types of adjuvants? Let us see one by one. The next one, dispersing agent or deflocculating agents. That means the name indicates that dispersing agent, that means these are the substances which keep the fine particles of fungicides away from each other to prevent the deflocculation. That means what? During the formulations of fungicide, when such a dispersing agent is added, so that the fungicides are not clumped with each others. If such a dispersing agent is not added, so the particles of fungicides are aggregate together and they are clumped together, and the efficiency of such a fungicide is reduced. So to avoid that, we have to add a different dispersing agents. So these materials, when added to formulations, that ensure the uniform suspension and retard the sedimentation of particles in the spray solution. These are also called as an deflocculating agents. They avoid the sedimentation of such a particles of fungicides. So these are called as an dispersing agents. Next one is there, emulsifying concentrate or emulsifying agent. So in previous video we discussed about that emulsifying agent is nothing but the when two liquids, for example water and oil, is not mixed with each other, so to mix that such a kind of immiscible or immiscible liquids, such a emulsifying agent is added, that is egg yolk or casein or a carbohydrate containing product. When such a product is added, so that two immiscible liquid, that is water and oil, are mixed with each other, so they form a uniform suspension. That means they mix the two insoluble or two immiscible liquid, then it is called as an emulsifying agent. Then another different role of that emulsifying agent is they increase the efficiency of fungicide, because that emulsifying agent plays important role in the spray solution is sprayed on the leaf surface, that is it also acts as a spreading agent also. Then in powder, the active ingredients is incorporated, that is that emulsifying agent, it contains near about 30 to 80% of active ingredients, and remaining part is filled with the fillers or carriers such as an kaolin or a wetting agent or suspending agent. So that's why I told that wetting agent or suspending agent is also a role of emulsifying agent. So the example of that suspending agent is sodium lignite sulfonate or sulfide dye, or sometime that it also acts as spreaders or the stickers. because the spreading ability and sticking ability, these are the both characteristics of such a emulsifying agent. So that due to that characteristic, when we apply the fungicides or liquid fungicide mostly, so even though there is an waxy layer of the leaves is there, so in such a condition, even though such a waxy layer, that fungicide is stick up or spread uniformly over the leaves due to its characteristic, that is spreading and sticking ability of such a emulsifying agents. Then many surface active substances, like as we discussed previously, soap or soap solution is also used as an emulsifying agent, because during formulation of fungicide, when soap solution is added, so the spreading ability of fungicide is also increases. And last one, as we know that, as we discussed in previously, this helps in uniform mixing of substances in a water suspension. So example, as we discussed in previous, that is gelatin, egg yolk, wool fat, then methyl cellulose, sodium carboxy methyl cellulose, then ionic and cationic or non-ionic emulsifying agent is also used. So these are the examples of emulsifying agent. So lastly, as we know that, what is the role of that emulsifying agent? It acts as the spreading agent, it also acts as weighting agent, it also acts as sticker, then it also acts as an stickers, or it also acts as an mixing agent, but that is two solutions are mixed uniformly. Next one here, the weighting agents or the weighters. So these are the materials which are added to ensure that there will be a no layer of air between solid and liquid, as they reduce the surface tension of particles. So weighting agent, that means what? What happens, suppose that leaves is there, so on that leaves, what happens on that leaves, when we apply the fungicide, liquid fungicide, so a liquid fungicide, a drop of liquid fungicide is deposited over the leaves. So when we added the weighting agent like the polyethylene oxide condensate or esters of fatty acids or the flour, so that weighting agent, they do not form the air in between the solid portion. Solid portion means what? The surface of leaves, that is solid portion, and the liquid portion, that means what? The droplet of fungicides. So that what happens here, that fungicide is uniformly stick up to the plant parts, and due to that efficiency of or the effectiveness of such a fungicide is also increases. So such a weighting agent, when we add it to aqueous fungicidal preparation, it also helps in easy deposition on the leaves. For example, as we discussed, the esters of fatty acids and flour are the best example of weighting agent. Next, spreading agent, or the simply it is called as spreaders. So as we know that spreading means what? The name itself indicates that whatever the solution or fungicidal suspension is spread, so it uniformly spread over the leaves. So the spreaders are the material added to establish improved contact between the spray materials and the plant surface, and thus ensuring a good coverage of fungicides. So due to use of spreading agent during formulations of fungicide, so fungicide is uniformly spread on the leaves, even though there is an waxy leaves is there or waxy coating on the leaves is there in some of the plant. So that ensures or that indicates the efficiency of fungicide is increases. For example, the soap, flour or sulfate amines or the soap amines, different oils like mineral oils or glyceride oils is also used as a spreading agent. That is, fungicidal suspension is uniformly sprayed over the leaves. Next one is stickers, or it also acts as an, or it is also called as an adhesive agent. So the name itself indicates when we add the stickers, for example, tipol, linseed oil, milk casein, during the formulation of fungicide. So when we apply the fungicide over the leaves, so such a fungicide, it tightly stick up or adhere to the plant surface, and due to that effectiveness of such a fungicide is increases. So to improve the adherence to plant surface, that such stickers are used. So it is called as an stickers. Next one is safeners. Safeners means what? When one chemical reduces the toxicity of other chemicals, then such a chemical is called as an safeners. For example, during the preparation of borax mixture, as we know that how we prepare borax mixture, 1 kg of copper sulfate plus 1 kg of lime in 100 liters of water. But instead of 1 kg of uh, instead of 1 kg of copper sulfate, if you applied 2 kg of copper sulfate and 1 kg of lime and 100 liters of water, so what happens? Whatever the solution or whatever the borax mixture is prepared after that mixing, so that borax mixture should be acidic in nature. So to reduce the acidity of that copper sulfate, we have to add the same quantity of lime. That means if you take 2 kg of copper sulfate, then by addition of another 1 kg of lime, that is 2 kg, total 2 kg of lime, then the whatever the borax mixture is formed, so it is neutral due to the addition of that lime. Because if you use more quantity of copper sulfate, so that whatever the borax mixture is formed after the preparation of such a mixture, so that borax mixture should be acidic in nature, and when such a borax mixture is applied to the leaves, so it causes a corrosion or it causes the harm to the leaves, because it is highly toxic to the leaves when we applied such a acidic borax mixture. So to reduce the acidity of such a copper sulfate or such a borax mixture, we have to add a certain amount of or equal amount of lime in that solution, so that your mixture will neutral. So what is safeners? Those chemical which reduces the toxicity of other chemicals, then it is called as an safeners. Here the example indicates copper sulfate is phytotoxic to plants, but with addition of lime, its toxicity is reduced. So lime is therefore called as an safeners. So here this is your safeners. Then last one is their toxicity levels of chemicals. So toxicity levels of fungicidal formulations are based on the IC50 values. That is, IC50 means the concentration of chemicals at which 50% growth of test organism is inhibited. The toxicity levels of chemicals in all formulations are colored in triangle. That means what? When the concentration of such a chemical is applied for control of any disease, so at least 50% of disease is controlled, and such a toxicity level is indicated with the help of different color triangle. Here indicate, suppose the fungicidal box is there, here the fungicidal box is there, and on that fungicidal box red color is indicated, so that indicates that fungicide is extremely toxic. Suppose on fungicidal box, then such a yellow triangle is indicated, or yellow color triangle is there, so it is highly toxic, it indicates highly toxic in nature. Then if it is moderately blue color or triangle color is moderately blue color, then it indicates it moderately toxic. And if green color triangle is indicates on the box, then it is slightly toxic. That means the pesticides, or it may be a fungicide, insecticides, it will be varies. That means it may be a extremely toxic, highly toxic, or moderately toxic, or slightly toxic, depending on its color. toxicity is indicates. In most of the time we use the moderately toxic, that is blue color triangle is indicated on the fungicidal box or fungicidal packets. And if the infestation is higher, then at that time we use the yellow color triangle or highly toxic. Otherwise green color or blue color triangle is sufficient, or that colored fungicide is sufficient to kill the different kind of diseases. So in that we discuss about all the triangle colors or toxicity levels of fungicides based on the color of triangle on the fungicidal box or on the packets. So in that exercise we discuss about the different adjuvants like spreading agent, sticking agent, then wetting agent, dispersing agent, etc., and toxicity level of chemicals. So if any difficulty in that exercise or in that theoretical and practical topic, then you can ask me. Thank you.